Nestor, so great to see you. How are you?
I'm good, Bunny. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Oh, okay, I've already binged season two. I'm
Oh,
done.
wow.
It's so good. And
Oh, man.
I love where Yanko is going this
Oh,
season. You must have
thanks.
been pretty, rubbing your hands with glee at what's going on with this guy this season.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was in a lot of pain. All right, a lot of pain. No, it was fun. Yeah, you kidding? That it was a great storyline to get to do, and yeah, and it was. I mean, to feel the pain of Claire dumping me even 6 months after the fact,
I
and then
know.
to get embroiled in something that I had no part in, whatsoever, and then to be so misunderstood by my boss in so many ways. That's an actor's dream, isn't it?
I would think so. I would
Yeah.
think so. But what I love so much about this season is it's not shying away at all of everything that we've gone through
Yeah.
over the last, year and a half, from
Yeah.
COVID to cancel culture to Black Lives Matter. So everything is being, shown in this season, which I love. But for your character, I mean, let's talk a little bit about that cancel culture stuff because
Sure.
it doesn't shy away. I mean, you can't say anything anymore
No,
anywhere, and it's
no,
frustrating.
it's insidious. It's so dangerous, and it's just it's an assault on our our here in the States, our First Amendment. And it's in a way, it's certainly
Of course. Yeah.
but yeah, it's insidious. The fact that we've empowered people with a touch of a keyboard to basically destroy livelihoods rather,
Yeah.
is a really dangerous path. And the fact that also that we can't say anything remotely controversial,
Right.
without incurring that wrath, then there's no room for discourse. There's no room for diversity of thought, and that's a very dangerous path we're going down. And I love that the show highlights that.
Yeah, no, I do too. And especially for the fact that, not only do you get to return with all your castmates, of course, everybody's back pretty much, but there's so many great newbies on the set.
Yeah, yeah,
So how
amazing.
much fun did you have with Hassan? I just got to know.
Oh, we had a great, oh, he was so much fun. We had a great time. We would talk in between takes. I'd ask him about his past as well. We'd swap stories. That's sort of the fun. I mean, that's one of the great fun. Listen, you get to work with great material and great actors, but the fun thing is hanging out in craft service and between takes and just swapping stories and hearing, and meeting new people, the crew, and where they're from, what they've been. It's a great environment, and that's one of the things that I love being as an actor. And also a lot of these actors, like Juliana, I've known for a long time. I hadn't seen her in many years,
Yeah,
and I didn't get to work with her, but I did get to catch up with her here and there. And it's
nice.
almost like, yeah, we're like gypsies or something. We work and we're traveling around, we're working together, and we don't see each other for years, and we just see each other again. We pick up where we left off, and that's sort of the magic. That is the beautiful part of this industry is that you even when you're in the trenches, you make these friendships for life, in many
Yeah.
cases.
It's lovely. It's such great relationships with everybody on this set. Okay, so now that you're like this veteran weatherman on screen in the show, do you think that that's something that you would want to do? I mean, to me, listen, I've been a producer, I've been on camera,
Yeah.
I've done all that stuff. The weather to me seems very complicated with all the things that are going on.
Okay, so full disclosure, I did do a little research. I don't know if you know Fritz Coleman. He was a
Yes, I
weatherman
do.
here. Okay,
Yep.
Fritz. Okay, he's since retired, but when I met him, he was still working. I reached out to him, and he met with me. We had coffee. I talked to him. I asked him everything under the sun, and then he invited me to KNBC to the studio, and I got to see him at work, and I got to see. It's amazing. And I was like, oh, that's how you do it. So there are green screens.
Yes.
And so, but you're looking at a monitor of what is projected on the screen here. So, you're a producer. So
Yeah.
you're having to look at the monitor and pointing and sort of using the monitor here off screen to point at the area you're talking about. And then you can switch to this side because there's a monitor here on this side. You can do that too. So it was fascinating. Now, I didn't get to work with green screens on the morning show because it's more like the Today Show, which is a touchscreen kind of thing, even though.
Right.
So, but you're absolutely right. It is, I don't know how they do it. I mean, I had multiple takes, they go live, and not only that, everything is improvised for the weather people, with the weathercasters, that none of it's scripted.
I know.
So
It's amazing.
yeah, it's a
So
whole
you
art.
could definitely fill in for Al Roker now. Like you're a
I'm
pro.
hope, I'm hoping, come on. I mean,
Yeah.
please
Al,
give me a break.
give him a
Too easy.
call. Too easy. Nestor, you are so wonderful. I always love talking to you, and you're so great
Thank
in
you.
season 2. And come
You're
visit
so
us in
kind.
Toronto once this is all over. Come visit us, okay?
I would love to. Thank you so much. Great to
All right.
see you again, Bonnie.
Take
All
care.
right,
Have a
take
great
care.
day.